Standard 9th, Science and Technology Part 1st, Chapter number 3, Current Electricity. Now, here we are going to study how to solve the numerical examples if the resistors are connected in series. On page number 40, the example given is numerical example number 7. Three resistors having resistances of 15 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm are connected in series. What is the effective resistance in the circuit? Here the given data is R1 is of 15 ohm, R2 is of 3 ohm, R3 is of 4 ohm. Now solution is according to the formula for effective resistance of resistors connected in series, that is Rs, effective resistance, is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Therefore, Rs is equal to 15 ohm plus 3 ohm plus 4 ohm. This summation will be, that is Rs, that is effective resistance, is equal to 22 ohm. Then numerical example number 8. Two resistors having resistances of 16 ohm and 14 ohm are connected in series. If the potential difference of 18 volts is applied across them, then calculate the current flowing through the circuit and also calculate potential difference across each individual resistor. Now given data is R1, that is resistance number 1, is equal to 16 ohm. R2, that is resistance of the second resistor, is 14 ohm. Then V, that is potential difference, is equal to 18 volts. Now solution is effective resistance of the resistors connected in series, that is Rs, is equal to R1 plus R2 is equal to 16 ohm plus 14 ohm is equal to 30 ohm. Now to find the current flowing through the circuit, we will use the Ohm's law, and Ohm's law states that the ratio of potential difference and current is constant. Therefore Rs is equal to V divided by I. Therefore now we are interested in the calculation of current. Here voltage, that is potential difference, is given and the effective resistance is just calculated. Using these values in the formula, we will get I is equal to 18 volts divided by 30 ohm. This division will be equal to, that is current I is equal to 0.6 ampere. This is the current flowing through the circuit. Now to find out the potential difference across the first resistance, again Ohm's law is to be used. That means R1 is equal to V1 divided by I. Okay, then V1 is equal to, V1 will remain on the same side of the equation, and I, which is present in the denominator of the right hand side, it will go into the numerator of the left hand side. Therefore V1 is equal to I into R1. Now putting the values, we will get V1 is equal to 0.6 ampere current multiplied by 16 ohm, and this multiplication will be equal to 9.6 volt. That means potential difference across first resistance is of 9.6 volt. Likewise V2 is equal to I into R2. Therefore V2 is equal to I, that is 0.6 ampere, into R2 is 14 ohm. This multiplication will be equal to 8.4 volt. Thank you.